Very good evening, one and all. First of all, I would like to thank to our authorities of Annamalai University and respected Dean Director of our center, and my dear friends and my dear colleagues and organizing committee members. I am very happy to share with you in the field of fish immunology. Last online class successfully I completed 6 program. This one for 7th one. So that way I am very thankful to everyone and all for this lockdown period. I am very much thankful to DST SERB funding agency, Government of India, and especially for CSIR funding agency, Government of India, New Delhi. My dear friends, already I explained fish immunology, structure and functions and cell types. And after that, we have decided in marine fish immunoglobulin structure. I am going to talk today's session. My dear friends, you know pretty well about that antigen antibodies, structure of antigen and structure of antibody. So nowadays, you know pretty well, COVID-19 pandemic disease is spreading all over the world because of antibody going to loss. You will suffer the viral diseases and dangerous pandemic diseases right now. So that way, how we are going to develop the antibodies? What are the important criteria is there in scientific manner? And before that, you are going to thorough study about the antibodies. Antibody means what? What is the structure of antibodies? Already you know pretty well about that. It's a basic idea what is the structure of the antibodies. So if you want to drug or vaccine, first you are going to identify the structure of the antibodies and the structure of the antigens. You are giving any substances to the organism, that substances maybe create the immune response or not. So that substances going to create antibody interactions or not in the system. So that way, these are the basic idea about the marine fish immunology, or especially in fish immunology field. So this is the basic component of the chapters for especially immunoglobulin. What is the immunoglobulin? What is the antibodies? So wait and see, my dear friends, one by one. We are going to have this session in good manner. So if you have any doubt, please come forward, tell your questions. I will try to answer for that. Thank you, one and all. My dear friends, you know very well about that structure of antibodies. In case of human being, the 5 types of antibodies there: IgM and IgG and IgA and IgE and IgD. In case of fishes, only few antibodies is a important role for immune response activities. For especially IgM and few IgE and IgT, some type of the immunoglobulins or the antibodies is a key role for immune responses. So that way, what is the structure of this antibody? So you look at this picture, you are able to identify in human immunoglobulin M is a pentameric in structure in nature, and T last IgG is tetrameric in nature. And structurally you are going to identify that. So which one is the antibody in human being and which is the antibody in fishes. So that way, so many compartments, that means so many domains is there. So each domains is occupy amino acids. Each domains is identified based on the amino acid contents. amino acid substances, amino acid sequences. So these are the compartment is a key role for antigen antibody reactions. My dear friends, you know pretty well about that. The light chain in heavy chain is a major compartment. It's a polypeptide in nature. A disulfide bond. It's bonding with a disulfide bond. So many character and behavior is there. So Fab region, F region, hinge regions. So you can one by one to able to identify that. So each domains involved in so many biological activities. So each area it is involved in biological activities. One is the siting antigen binding site area, and another region that means the F region biological active site areas. So that way you know very well about that antibodies. So this antibodies is generally you know that bivalent in nature. It is recognized by 1940s. The antibodies contain haptens. You know pretty well about the hapten. What is the hapten? The hapten means is a antigens. It is an incomplete antigen and complete antigen is there. Immunological antigen and the antigenicity antigens is there. Immunogen, it's 100% antigens. Haptens is incomplete and antigens. So that way the antibodies is contain hapten. It is a heterogeneous with respect to affinities. Already you know that its antibodies is having a important role for all biological activities. These antibodies are different classes based on the ultra centrifugation and electrophoresis. My dear friends, this antibodies is a vital role for adaptive human responses. Already last online classes, already I told him the two type of responses is a major role for all the biological activities, all immunological activities. So that way, the immunoglobulins, it is an important role for adaptive immune responses. It is a glycoproteins, belongs to the broad of a superfamily, that means IGSF. The antibodies were first reported by von Behring and Kitaso in 1890s as an agent in the serum that could neutralizing diphtheria toxins in the case of in higher animals, audit animals, or especially in very well developed systems, animal system. They are already reported in 1890s. The basic structure of immunoglobulin consists of already you know that two identical heavy chain and two identical light chain. My dear friends, those who are biotechnology students or microbiology students or basic biology students, you know where. So that way we are very happy to have this class. This antibodies is generally bivalent, you know that. It is recognized by 1940s. This antibodies contain hapten. My dear friends, you know that hapten is a complete antigen and incomplete antigens. So that complete antigen, you know, this immunogenicities is having its immunogenicities. In the incomplete antigen, it is having the properties of haptens. Its other name is known as incomplete antigen. So that way, the antibodies contains this hapten, and it is a heterogeneous. That way, it is called for what is that? Antibodies are immunoglobulin. It's naturally it's a heterogeneous. With respect to affinities, these antibodies are different classes based on the ultrastructure and the electrophoresis. So this way, this immunoglobulin, it is very important role for adaptive immune responses. My dear friend, already last online classes, I am briefly explained what is the innate immunity and adaptive immunities. This innate immunity is very well developed in case of fishes compared to adaptive immunities. This adaptive immunities, it is a very much important role for all biological activity for especially immune defense mechanism. So that way this immunoglobulin, it is basically it consists of two identical heavy chain and two identical light chain. You know pretty well about that. But in case of shark and camelids, exception from this, two identical light chains. Both heavy chain and light chain contain one n-terminal variable domains, that means variable heavy chain and variable light chains, and one or more C-terminal constant domains that from constant region. You know, they see the structure, you can identify that where is the variable heavy chain region and variable light chain region. This domain participate in antigen recognitions. Whenever enter the antigens, so this domains should identify the antigens. The constant region mediator effector functions of the antibodies. The immunoglobulin structure, you know that it consists of heavy chain and light chains, hence it is similar to that of other vertebrates. My dear friends, already you know that the structure of the immunoglobulin, for especially in bony fishes and cartilage fishes, they consist of the heavy chain and light chain. It is similar to other vertebrates. This immunoglobulin molecule in fish usually is a tetramer in nature with 4 structural units. That means 2 heavy chains and 2 light chains. You can see the units are 4. It contains 4 into 2 is equal to 8 antigen binding sites and has a molecular weight between 600 and 900 cadmium datums, KDA. So this is the basic bony fish immunoglobulin structure in nature. In variable region, paratope, that in case the epitopes of the antigen is formed by variable domains of immunoglobulin heavy chain and immunoglobulin light chain, in one variable domain in each chains, the constant region consists of constant domains of both heavy chain and both light chain as well. While immunoglobulin L, the constant domain, the number of constant domain of the immunoglobulin H varies among different immunoglobulins. There are 3 hypervariable regions within each variable light chain and variable heavy chain domains termed complementary determining region, that means C or D. My dear friends, you know that the CRD means is a variable region of the each compartment, that means variable light chain and variable heavy chain domains. These 3 CRD segments, the variable light chain domains and the 3 CRD variable heavy chain domains together to contribute the majority of the antigen binding site of the immunoglobulin molecules. My dear friends, you know that where it is going to bind the antigen substances, antigen molecule, antigen part. So this CRD region is a main contribute to the binding site of the immunoglobulin molecules. The different combination of the CRD in variable light chains and the CRD in the variable heavy chains and the diversify the antigen bindings among the millions of different antibodies and individuals. You should remember this. My dear friends, it is not only for the signals, antibodies, antigen. It is a million of binding sites is there. The million of antigen and antibody going to interact and give rise to form the functions. It is not possible to within the second, within the minutes to develop the drug vaccine, because of you can develop the vaccine or development, it will be take more time because of the nature of the molecule. You are going to interact, you combine properly, it will be take time and give rise to form the biological activity. This is properties of the antigen antibodies. So that way, in naturally, this antibody diversity, the binding site among the millions of the different antibodies in an individuals. The interchain disulfide bonds between cysteine hold together immunoglobulin heavy chain and immunoglobulin light chains also into immunoglobulin H. You know that you see the diagram, you can easily identify that where is in case of the fishes. My dear friend, already I told him, you don't compare with the other aspect of the antibody structure and other thing. This class especially for the fish immunoglobulin. What is the structure of the fish immunoglobulin? Especially that only I am going to explain you. This antibody, assume you know very well about that Y-shaped quaternary structure in which amino terminal fragments, that means N terminals, antigen binding, that Fab, and fragment crystallized Fc regions in stabilize using a flexible polypeptide hinge regions between the first and the second constant heavy chain domains. My dear friends, the antigen binding science, it is important for then only you can have the reactions. Without the antigen binding, there is no any reaction. You know very well about that. The flexibility of the hinge regions will allow the Fab fragment to pivot freely, independently from one another, allowing the binding of two identical epitopes. This flexible bivalency of the immunoglobulin facilitates the cross-linking of multivalent surfaces epitope of the pathogens. You can see the diagram, the F region and Fab region, the in between, you can able to see this is the hinge regions. So these molecules, especially for the called IgM, because of its high molecular weight and polymeric structure. My dear friends, you see this IgM, this molecule usually called IgM because of the high molecular weight and polymeric structure. However, in mammalian IgM is a pentameric with 5 structural units. What is that? H2 and L2, heavy chain 2 and light chain 2. This 5 structural units, that is called a pentameric in human beings. But in case of teleosteophys, it is a tetramer, H2 and L2. So you remember that this amino acid sequence of the 4 constant domains, that means CH, 24% homologous with the mouse mu chain. In variable heavy chain genes of channel catfish and rainbow trout show a much higher amino acid sequence identified. My dear friends, you remember this. When you are going to have this structure of sequencing identifying amino acids as higher, that animals is more biological activities, involved in biological activities, very active species. So that way the sequence is 45 to 60% in case of catfishes and rainbow trout with an mammalian with mammals than the C domain genes, that's constant domain genes. Its refer already is Jeffrey 1989 and Loeb et al 1989 and Mustang 19 et al already is discovered in the channel catfish and the rainbow trout and identify that 45 to 60% it's a more common and constant domain genes. So in other words, the antigen binding Fab part of the immunoglobulin molecules is better conserved in evolution, that so it's called the constant part of the same molecules. This immunoglobulin isotopes in case of the cartilage fishes, for very good example, you know pretty well about the shark, are both pentameric and monomeric serum immunoglobulin. This Frommel et al 1971, they are coined by, already I told him in previous slides, in cartilage fishes, it is different from that bony fishes immunoglobulin structure. So that way, this cartilage fishes, for especially shark, both pentameric and monomeric immunoglobulins. That immunoglobulins in the serum levels. In both immunoglobulin type, the H chains correspondence with the mammalian mu chains. You should remember that. It is a low molecular weight immunoglobulin, has been reported in teleost, no structural or functional equivalency to the mammal IgG has been found. So you can see these immunoglobulin isotopes in cartilage fishes and in case of the bony fishes and in the case of the mammalian IgG. In evidence for this and the C genes of shark and in biochemical studies on the immunoglobulin H chain in the teleost. So these are the very good evidences for the the nature of the immunoglobulin is isotope nature of the immunoglobulin. It will be going to be similar in the case of bony fishes and in the mammalian IgM. So this constant gene of the shark, it is going to in biochemical studies also, the immunoglobulin egg chain in the teleas. This is the extensions of the IgM is very good evidences. You know very well about that the existence of the separate mucosal immunoglobulin subclasses in bile and mucus of Shebold and carb has been described. So these are already described in the mucus of the species, for especially in carp already is discovered the immunoglobulins. The novel chimeric immunoglobulin heavy chain sharing similarity with the IgD. You should remember this. The immunoglobulin is not only for the similar with the IgM, it is also similar with the chimeric species. The IgD has been found in channel catfish. So these are the phylogenetic evolution point of view. You are a scientist, you are a teacher, you are a biologist, you can identify the species in biological way, biological diversity. So these genes, these proteins, this immunoglobulin antibodies is a evolutionary point of view. It's a sharing the species one to another. It is found in the similarities for the channel catfish and cartilage fishes also. In Atlantic salmon, at least the two distinct light chain type and F and G were found in channel catfish. Already it's reported that. So this distinction was based upon the differences in molecular weight and antigenic structure and the peptide mapping. So you should remember this. And immunoglobulin heavy chain, loci in germline DNA. My dear friends, in cartilage fishes, the variable region gene segment, you know very well about that diversity gene segment and the joining gene segment and the constant gene segment. So these are the loci for DNA, so germlines. So V, D, J and G gene segments are recombined during B cell development in the bony fishes and mammals. Already I told him last online classes what is the B cell and T cells. What are the B cell receptor and T cell receptors? So this receptor, what is the key role for antigen bindings, antigen antibody bindings? And the previous online classes, origin of the B cells. So that time already explained all the germ cells, all the embryos give rise to form, all the cells give rise to form in the embryoic condition. After that liver to hematopoietic stem cells, and after that the hematopoietic stem cells to bone marrows, and that bone marrow give rise to form the all progenitor cells. So that way, so this B, D, J and G genes segments are recombined during the B cell development in the bony fishes and mammals. In cartilage fishes, this process has taken place already at the earlier germline stage. So these are the developmental stages of the B cell development stages of and the germline in DNA, immunoglobulin heavy chain structures and antibody diversity. Another 2 slide, I am going to finish that, my dear friends. Antibody diversity in generation in mammals, generated in mammals is well known and involved a recombination of the various immunoglobulin gene segment V, D, J and C during differentiation from the hematopoietic stem cell to B lymphocytes. Already I told you. The studies in shark and Heterodont especially for show a remarkable the Ig gene organizations. So these are the diversity, antibody diversities. Very beginning class, my dear friend, already told him. Diversity of finfishes. So that way, 3 type of diversity is there. Species diversity and ecological diversity and gene diversity, genetic diversity. So that way, this cartilage fishes give rise to form bony fishes and bony fishes give rise to form another animal that is amphibians and reptiles and man, etc. etc. These are the phylogenetic evidences of these antibodies is give rise to form one to another. So that way these are the similarities. It is having the diversity, but one way it is unique in nature. That means it is a antibodies is a very much role for give rise to have recombinations of the some biological activities. In constant to mammals, we see high number more than 200 of the closely linked cluster of V, D, J and C segment fish. The intercluster rearrangements are not through to occurs during B cell development, which will limit antibody diversities these primitive fish in genomic DNA of this marine fish. My dear friends, you know that the VDJ segmentus is a very much important role for all diversity aspect. Okay, is the antibody diversity is important role for that. In bony fishes, for especially in the VDJ and C segment, almost identical to that in mammals, and at least 150 variables, 2 or more D segments, at least 6 J, a single constant mu regions, which means that there is a numerous possibilities for recombinations during B cell development in bony fishes. You should identify these are the things in people. My dear friends, so these are the ideas, basic ideas about the where is the Fab region, hinge region and FC region, this biological siting region, antigen binding region, terminal N-terminal region and CE terminal region, variable region, constant region, disulfide bond. Already you know pretty well about that. So this lockdown time, lockdown period, I would like thank to everyone and all for this wonderful opportunity. And before that I conclude this. So these are the phylogenetic evolution line. In cartilage fishes, IgM and IgW is present in the immunoglobulin. In case of bony fishes, IgM and IgG already is identified. In some bony fishes already it is reported that rainbow trout and other species, IgZ and IgD already is reported. In amphibians, IgM and IgD and IgY and IgF and IgG antibodies already reported that. In reptile, birds and mammals, you know very well about that. In camelids, immunoglobulin G already is reported that. So these are the idea in marine fishes for especially immunoglobulin structure of marine fishes. You know where it is originated, when it is originated, what is the important site, domains and amino acid concentration regions, how much of amino acids give rise to form the each domains. So my dear friends, if you free time, so you can share with me, you interact with me. So I would like thank to everyone and all for having this wonderful day in the lockdown period. I am very much thankful to for one and all and funding agency for especially Dr. Ilaya Perumal. He is a very good person and personally and for our organizing on own behalf of and my behalf on own behalf of and behalf of the organizing committee members. I would like thank to I.M. Perumal for wonderful help and support, and thank you one and all for very much for having this session, and especially for organizing members of the Department of CS in Marine Biology, Annamalai University, Parangipettai. My dear friends, see you next class. Maybe if you time permit, I will take another marine fish immunology aspect. So already I told him my area of specialization is marine fish immunology. And one more thing I share with you. So last week, one of my paper is accepted in Nature, scientific paper is already accepted for publications. So that way I am very much thankful to you.